Welcome to another edition of High School Rewind, available only on Xfinity On Demand. We are at Roy High School in Roy, Utah, as the Roy Royals prepare to host the 5A Davis Darts. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Dane Stewart here, and we've got a battle between a couple teams that so far through the season are very similar. Both look to contend for region titles and for state titles in their respective classifications. Both lost their first game of the season, have not lost since then. We will start with the Davis Darts. As we mentioned, lost the opening game of the year to the Alta Hawks. They've won 5 straight since then, 5-1 coming off a nice win over the Judge Memorial Bulldogs. And it is a Dart team that they lost a lot of their front court last season, but they returned their back court, that being Abel Porter and Jesse Wade. Jesse Wade, the junior Gonzaga Verbal, actually leads the team in scoring with 19 points per game. He's also one of the best three-point shooters in the entire state. We mentioned Abel Porter, the other guard for the Davis Darts. He is third on the team in scoring with 14 points per game, can also shoot the tray for the Darts. And then down low, Elijah Kletzley. He has done a really nice job picking up the front court for the Davis Darts this year, losing Colliker and Halley down low. Elijah Kletzley has done a really nice job. Second on the team in scoring, 17 points per game and 7 boards per game coming into this one here tonight. He's going to have a big game because he's going up against one of the premier power forwards in the entire country, that being Brakat Chapman. Chapman, of course, Utah commit, leading the Roy Royals. They lost their first game of the season. They've won 6 straight. They are 6-1 coming into tonight's battle. And Chapman has led the way. He's the number 1 scorer on this team, averaging 16 points per game, 7 boards per game. He's also the leader on this team in assists. He really does it all for the Roy Royals, the very lengthy and long athletic power forward for Roy High School. He has some support as well. Blake Lamb, second on the team in scoring. He's had a nice season so far with 13 points and 6 boards respectively. And then Chase DeBoer, actually the best three-point shooter for the Roy Royals. He comes in also averaging double figures with 12 per game. This Roy team can certainly be very balanced, but make no mistake about it, the Utah commit, Brakat Chapman, he is the man who really leads the way for the Roy Royals, and look for him to have a really big game here tonight for the big 6'9" forward for Roy High School. Both these two teams trying to keep their winning streaks alive, as Davis have won 5 straight, the Royals 6, as region play coming up just a few weeks away. But these two coaching staffs trying to continue their positive momentum that they've been able to establish in their programs this year. With that introduction now, we're going to send you down to the center circle for the opening tip. Ready to tip at Roy High School. It will be Chapman and Kletzley. Roy Royals in their home white uniforms, the Davis Darts in the road browns, and we are ready to get things underway. This one tipped back and controlled by Blake Lamb. Talked about him in the open. So Roy sets things up. Chase DeBoer with it right now on the far end of the floor. Man defense here for the Royals as they go inside to Chapman. That one did not roll off the back of the rim. Rolled right across and rebounded by Kletzley. Quickly down the other way with the Darts as this is Jesse Wade. Zone defense for the Royals here to start things off. Abel Porter going with a backdoor cut was Kletzley along the baseline. He missed it. Rebound is to Brakat Chapman, who brings it down the other way. He's going to pull up the 3. Chapman for 3, and it's a 3-0 Roy lead. Chapman has that distance range, and really good sign for Utah fans. As Jesse Wade tries to answer it, Chapman there with another rebound. Quickly up the floor. DeBoer thought about it, instead put it on the floor, driving, and a nice reverse layup for Chase DeBoer. And the Roy Royals out to a 5-0 advantage. Minute and a half in. Up top now with Jesse Wade as they work it around the horn. Along the baseline, that's Ryan. Takes a dribble, kicks it back out. That ball went through Morrell's hands. Now back to Ryan for a corner 3. And there's Jaden Ryan with the Darts' first points of the ball game. Nate Jones trying to work the post. Instead it goes to Chapman up top. And now Roy looks to reset things over to DeBoer. This ball gets to Jones. Now he's going to look to drive and float it up. That one hard off the glass. Chapman had it knocked out, and the foul's going to be called on Abel Porter. First foul on Abel Porter, also the first team foul. Here's Chapman in the key. Nice little turnaround. Now goes up, tried to get contact, no call. Gets his own board, and Brakat Chapman off the glass. He has an early 5 and a 7-3 Royal advantage. Boy, and right now Chapman able to get pretty much whatever he wants down in the paint. Good sign for the black and gold as Ryan gonna shoot another 3. That one is good for Jaden Ryan. 2 3-pointers for Ryan. We talked about Wade and Porter. Those are the names that typically make those shots. But Jaden Ryan, the senior guard, having a nice game as that shot is missed. Rebounded by Porter. He pushes it up the floor the other way. Nice little dribble, and then he lost it out of bounds. (7-6) has been a pair of Jaden Ryan 3-pointers for the Darts. 5 points for Chapman as he looks to put this on the floor and drive against Kletzley. And instead of foul here on the floor, going to be called on Morrell of the Darts. Excuse me, they actually called that on Kletzley. That is his first, and he is an important guy for the Darts in this ball game as that drive and the lay-in was hard off the glass by Dakota Nalder. Porter looking to drive. That drive closed off. Now Morrell kicks it out. Porter holding it here near side as we approach the midway point. Jesse Wade gets free along the baseline, and the Darts have their first lead of this ball game, an 8-2 run for the Davis Darts. Nate Jones with it, top of the key. Of course, one of those dynamic receivers for the Roy Royals on the gridiron this season is Chapman looking to break down Kletzley. He will pull up the 3, and that one hit the front of the iron. Morrell able to pull in the rebound. Jaden Ryan over to Morrell. He's got a driving lane. He tries to float it up. Back of the iron. That one drops through for Matt Morrell. Right now, Roy down by 3. DeBoer is trying to tie it up. That one hits iron, tapped back up, and no good by Nalder. Back down with the Darts as Morrell looking to drive again, stepping in, trying to pick up the block, and no, the charge, sorry, tried to pick up the charge, and he did. It was Blake Lamb who stepped in and drew the offensive foul on Morrell. Boy, I actually thought that we were going to get a blocking call by Lamb. That's what affected my call. I apologize. Nice job stepping in and picking it up. Third team foul for the Darts here. Still none for the Royals. DeBoer faked the 3. Got a little bit of space. Now he takes it. And Chase DeBoer knots it up at 10 apiece. Talked about the leading 3-point shooter for the Royals, DeBoer. Nice to see him get off to a good start for the Royals. Far side Morrell with a pump fake. He looks to drive. Beautiful pass underneath to Kletzley. That's all set up by the Morrell drive as he pulled Chapman up and left Kletzley underneath the basket for the easy lay-in. Now Chapman calling for it and gets it. He's going to try to drive on Kletzley. Boy, that's an athletic shot. Missed it. Fighting for the board, and it's Porter's able to pull it in. Does not have numbers. Still likes to push it, and we're going to have a foul here. And shooting 2 will be Abel Porter's. The call is on Lamb. Porter missed his first free throw as Cody Hobbs and Jacob Payne both check in for the Royals. Second free throw there is good. 13-10 the score. Chapman went off. And now for the Royals going to be who is able to score points as they look inside to Jones. He's able to track that down. No, turned it over instead. Jaden Ryan now pushing it the other way. Numbers for the Darts to Kletzley, who lays it off the glass. And the Darts now with a 15-10 lead here with just a pair of minutes remaining in the opening quarter. In the corner with Cody Hobbs. Morrell comes out. Now taking a jumper from the free throw line. That one is no good by Lamb. Rebound is to the Darts. Porter looking to drive, kicks outside. Morrell, he's going to try the three. That one's short. Rebound followed easily to Jones, and a timeout taken by the Royals. Chapman checks back in for the Royals as DeBoer brings this across the timeline. Jacob Payne with it, passed up top. Now in the corner, DeBoer looking to dribble drive, instead kicks out to Hobbs. Now he will do so. That shot is off. Rebound is to Jaden Ryan, and the Royals started shooting hot. They've cooled off since, as Jesse Wade missed that three-point attempt. Chapman tried to rebound it, then cannot be saved, and the ball will be out to the Darts. Again, Roy working that zone defense here with just a minute left in the opening quarter. Over to Morrell. Boy, he finds Kletzley all alone. And Kletzley lays it in easily, and then Porter nearly gets the steal. Nice hustle by DeBoer to save the possession. Now DeBoer pushing it up the floor. And that ball is stolen by Jesse Wade, who will lay it in. 44 seconds left. It is a 19-10 Dart advantage as Chapman now will bring it up the floor. Davis trailed 5-0. That's a 19-5 run. And about the last 6 minutes as Chapman crosses over. Now he will pull up, and Brad caught Chapman. Big points right there for the Royals. Now they could really use a defensive stand to end the quarter. Porter just going to take some time off the clock here as it is down to 12 seconds, holding a 19-12 lead. At 7, that ball up for grabs. Porter able to track it down. He's going to shoot the three. And that three was long, then chucked down the floor and nearly made it hit the glass. Not a bad attempt by Payne at all. Quarter comes to a close. The Darts end at 19-5 run and hold a 19-7 run and hold a 19-12 lead after one.
Also wants to welcome back softball all-star.
Start of the second quarter. Davis will start with possession, Cross court pass to Porter. Now crosses it back. Morrell looking to drive, and he is fouled on the floor by Nate Jones. First foul on Jones as this ball inbounded to Kletzley. Hits the back of the iron, rebounded by Chapman. He's going to throw it up to Jones. Racing back is Wade, and Wade fouled Jones, and Nate Jones will go to the line to shoot two. Jones' first free throw was good. Second one up and good as well. 19-14, the Dart lead here early in the second quarter as Abel Porter calls out the play. Ryan hit those two early buckets for Davis. Really started that run that they put together to end the first quarter. Wade coming around the screen, couldn't get the ball to him. That was nicely defended up top by Cody Hobbs. Drive by Porter. Now has to back out of it and back up top with Jesse Wade as things reset here a little bit. Kletzley comes up to set the screen. Morrell with a pass to Ryan. That ball's blocked by Chapman. Cody Hobbs pushing it the other way. He's going to pull up from about 10. Hits the front of the iron and rebounded by Jesse Wade. Coach Welk wanted a foul on the board. No call coming. As Wade down the other end. Passes back to Morrell. Boy, that's a little bit longer of a three. I think he recognized that, hence is why he didn't shoot it. Inside, Kletzley again, and right now Elijah Kletzley is living in the key. He has had a couple of those lay-ins where he's been able to find some soft zone and take advantage of it. 21-14, the Dart advantage. Checking in on the next whistle for Roy will be Lamb and Nalder. Is this ball broken up? Wade able to pull it in. Up ahead to Porter, who will lay this one in. And a timeout taken by Coach McClure of Roy. A 9-point deficit for the Royals. This match is the largest lead of the game for the Darts. Here's Chapman working on Kletzley. You see that length as that one just skimmed across the rim. Had a putback attempt by Jones that was no good either. The darts back down quickly. Jesse Wade for three. That one is good. And this Dart squad now with a 12-point lead, largest of the game, and you do not want Jesse Wade to start feeling good. If he does, you need to get out your umbrella because it will be rain. Here's Chapman looking to drive. Boy, lot of space that time for Burkott Chapman. Able to lay it in and pull Roy back to within 10, 5.5 left here in the opening half. 26-16. Porter calling out the plays for the Darts. Up top, Morrell. Ryan made that zone shift a little bit, but set pass over to Jesse Wade. Now a little pullback jumper. Back of the iron, rebounded by Nate Jones. Got to be careful there as Porter nearly able to create the steal for the Darts. Chapman over to Jones, kicked it outside. Back to Jones at the free throw line. Now DeBoer with it, hands off to Chapman. Chapman looking to drive on Kletzley. Pull up from the free throw line, and you see why we talked about how good this kid is. The pull-up jumper, 2 darts in his face, and Burkott Chapman able to hit it from 15. Far side with Jaden Ryan now. Porter, he's going to shoot the three, is closing out on the shot and doing a nice job was Lamb. Now Lamb the other way, and then Jesse Wade able to create the steal as he was able to kind of pass it up to Porter, and as Darts look to push the other way. Boy, nice defense that time put on by Nalders. He didn't go for the shot fake and limited Wade's ability. Boy, nice touch pass to Kletzley. Outside for Porter, three. Abel Porter with the three-pointer, 29-18. And Darts look to just push their advantage on the scoreboard. They've had a 12-point lead. It's at 11 right now. 3.5 left here in the second quarter. It's been distance shooting as Porter, Wade, and Ryan have all gotten in on the fun. Chapman tries to match. He goes glass. And it gives a little exhale after that one dropped. And Burkott Chapman right now is carrying the Roy Royals. Morrell passes over to Wade. Ryan with a corner three. That one hit the far side of the iron, and now pushing it up the other way is DeBoer. He's looking to drive to the hoop. Reverse, that one was too hard as Porter chases it down in the corner. Up and down action right now. Fun to watch. Jaden Ryan gonna pull out. Here's Wade from the elbow. Knew that one was off immediately. Tried to follow it, and it's out off of the Darts. The Dart faithful not happy with the call. Tony Fike, the sophomore guard, has checked in for the Darts as DeBoer brings this up the floor. Over to Chapman. Porter comes out to help on the screen. Kicks this outside to Lamb with a baseline drive. Draws contact, no call. That one hard as Porter with the board. Boy, nice behind the back pass. Nalder closing out on him. Here's Fike with a drive now. And Fike gets fouled. His closing down was Nate Jones, who committed the foul. Fike's first free throw was good. That was the second foul on Jones. Both free throws for Fike are good. 31-21, the Dart lead. This ball swung over to Nalder, inside to Chapman. Boy, he's got 3 Darts around him. Able to save it, kicks this back up top. Able to save it initially was DeBoer. Now Fike trying to push it amongst 3 Royals. Instead, we'll back this out. Well, nice job that time by Morrell, and then blocked from behind. He thought he got fouled. This ball's out of bounds instead. We'll stay with Davis. Jaron Barnes checks in for the Darts as this ball inbounded up top to Fike. In the corner, Porter with a little pump fake. Now we'll shoot the baseline jumper. That one's short, knocked out of bounds. We'll go back to Roy. Royal ball. DeBoer brings the ball up the floor. Is now Davis showing a little zone. Minute and a half left. Boy, there's a fun matchup if you're a Dart. It's Chapman on Fike. This three-pointer no good. Nalder had his hand on it, couldn't corral the board as Wade looks to push it. Going up, that one just came out on Jesse Wade. That was a good look for him. Now back down quickly with the Royals as DeBoer with the drive and an offensive foul called on Chase DeBoer.
Offensive foul.
First foul on Chase DeBoer. Speaking of fouls, the Darts picked up 3 quick ones in that first quarter, have since only committed 1 as we are down to 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Porter looks content to practice his dribbling. As now DeBoer steps out on him, over to Wade. Again, right now, just trying to get to halftime as Coach Welk pretty content with a 10-point lead here. Down to 40 seconds. Now the Darts will execute their offense. Jesse Wade with it, far side, Chapman on him. Here's Morrell. Look to drive instead, an offensive foul. I believe this is going to be set or called on Jaron Barnes, setting the screen, and a timeout taken by the Darts. And excuse me, I misread the official. No foul on the play. My apologies to Jaron Barnes as Davis called the timeout to make substitutions. Under 30 seconds left. Now a little man defense for Roy. This is not something Davis has seen very often in this first half. Up top with Morrell, far side to Porter, down to 10 seconds left. Boy, that's nice movement away from the ball as Kletzley able to lay it in again. Down to 5 seconds left, up to Jones. Jones with a pass, was looking for Lamb, now tried to kick out to Chapman, who got the shot off. Count the bucket for Brakat Chapman. And with that, it will be a 33-23 Dart lead as Chapman able to get it back to 10 as we have hit halftime here at Roy High. Roy will start this second half with possession. They trail by 10. Chapman hit that little floater to end the first half. A little tip back in as this ball knocked out by Morrell. DeBoer with it. Chapman posting up Kletzley at the three-point line. Now looking to drive on him. Instead pulls back. Baseline jumper from Chapman. That one no good. Rebounded by Jones, then knocked out by Wade, though he couldn't save it. Roy to inbound under their own basket. They do so to Chapman, who throws it up top with Nalder. Around the Chapman three. That three, or this Chapman screen. The three was no good, but Blake Lamb able to get the board and the putback. That's 33-25. Nice job by Roy. Able to get points on that first possession. Now they need some defensive stops. Up top with Kletzley, outside to Jesse Wade. Lamb on him. Wade pulls back. Now Kletzley. Instead pass it back out. Porter. And now they're giving him some space, but shows athleticism, not giving that shot. Good defense there by Blake Lamb, but you got to close out. Instead, the board goes to Kletzley. Morrell with the drive, and an offensive foul called on Matt Morrell as stepping in was Nate Jones to pick up the charge. Second foul on Morrell, first team foul for the Darts in this second half. Jones looking inside to Chapman. Boy, that's a dangerous pass as Kletzley had good D and had help from the other side. Ryan pushing it up the floor. Porter now will slow it up a little bit. Back to that zone defense for Roy. Jaden Ryan had some space, passes over. Corner three for Jesse Wade. Talked about once he gets that rhythm. He hit one late in the first half. Not a continuance, 36-25. Again, if you're a Roy fan, that is a kid that you do not want shooting the ball as Wade gets called for a cheapo here on the reach. Hand check. Obviously, if you've watched much basketball this season, that a call. It's being called much more this season. Inside, trying to go to Jones. Is Morrell able to get a foot on it? We'll stay here with Roy. Jones inbounds this to DeBoer. Chapman with another screen there. DeBoer trying to drive. Jesse Wade got his paw on it and helped with the turnovers. Porter comes out with it. Down the other way. Morrell, he's going to look to, boy, had a lot of space, instead kicked it out to Ryan. Now Kletzley with the baseline. That one falls. Count the bucket. And Elijah Kletzley to the line to tack on a third. Free throw no good by Kletzley. That was the third foul called on Nate Jones as Chapman brings it up. That ball hit a foot. Chapman able to recover. Pass it over quickly. And that time Porter got caught, creating the contact and picking up the foul. Cody Hobbs checks in for the Royals as Jones heads to the bench. As we mentioned, he picked up his third. 5.5 remaining here in the third. This ball outside with Lamb. Boy, you see Jesse Wade. Good defense put on as Nalder missed that shot. Speaking of Wade's defense, last season as a sophomore, he was often asked to guard the other team's best player. That included a couple of really good players, including one of the state's leading scorer from Weber's. We've got a foul here called on Cody Hobbs. This ball inbounded to Kletzley, and that one is too easy. Another lay-in for Elijah Kletzley. He's had at least 4 or 5 of those in this game. Davis has found a lot of success right under the hoop against that zone D. Nice job by Morrell, able to front that and knock it out. Stays here with Roy. Chapman able to get it to Lamb, coming around a screen, tries to go glass, left it a little short as Porter pushing it the other way, does not have numbers. But look at Porter attack the hoop, and it pays off as he gets a smile on his face. 42-25, 17 points, the biggest advantage in this game, and a blocking call called on Morrell. This is going to be on the floor. Bucket does not count. Morrell can't believe it. Third foul on Morrell as Caleb Lionheart is checked in for Davis. Here's a three-pointer from DeBoer. That one is good, and a timeout taken quickly by Roy as it was Chase DeBoer with the three. Approaching the midway point, and now Roy extending that pressure a little bit. Davis able to break it. Zabel Porter has it now. Cody Hobbs coming out on him. Over to Kletzley. Kletzley's going to try the three, and Elijah Kletzley gets in on the tray fun that the Darts have been having. How about that? Says Chapman, you can hit that distance, so can I. As Chapman goes the other way, count the bucket, and he goes to the line to tack another on. Second foul on Kletzley as Chapman tries to add a third. He does. It's 45-31 now, the Dart advantage. Boy, that's a threaded pass up to Wade. Nice job by Porter. Not often you see the bounce pass get through a zone. Really nice job. Over to Kletzley. Wade's going to try another three. That one no good. Rebounded by Lionheart. Then that pass knocked out by Hobbs. Stays here with Davis. Corner with Abel Porter. Up top, Kletzley going for two straight. That one hit the glass. And then the board able to be brought in by Chapman. Up quickly, DeBoer going to try another three. That one hit the front of the iron, coming off. Out of bounds off of Davis. Stays here with Royals. DeBoer gives it right back to Hobbs. He tries to use Chapman to create some space. Nalder from the free throw line. That one came out on Nalder. Rimmed around on him. 3 minutes left here as Porter dribbles it out of that corner. Up top with Elijah Kletzley. Good perimeter passing. It enables a Porter three. Abel Porter, another three-pointer. Got off to a little bit of a sluggish start this season, but Abel Porter's really finding the bucket here as of late. Another three-pointer. Working the blocks. This is Lamb. He got held, and instead of travel, looked like he got wrapped up underneath. The travel call turned over to Davis. (48-31), officially, I believe 17, the largest lead of this game, as Davis has had it a couple times. Lionheart passes out. Porter gonna try for back-to-back threes. Count that one, too! 51-31 is the Davis guards. Well, we've got to throw Kletzley in there because he hit one, too. The three-point shooting has been kind to the Darts as this rebound is to Nalder. He goes back up, count the bucket, and the fouls. Nalder will head to the line. That was the third foul on Jesse Wade. He comes out. Nalder hit the free throw, so it's 34-51. The Darts out in front. Nalder came off. As a substitution checking in for him was Jacob Payne. Porter, boy, that one just came off. That would have been 3 straight. Instead of foul on the floor. Underneath it will stay here, I believe, with the Darts. That was a foul called on the Royals, and Cody Hobbs, this ball kicked out, working around Kletzley looking to drive. Now Ryan with the baseline jumper. That one no good. Rebound is brought in by Chapman. Cross-court pass to DeBoer. He looks to drive. Baseline off the glass, and an offensive foul called on Chase DeBoer. It was Jaden Ryan who stepped in and drew the charge. Second personal foul on Chase DeBoer. Is Davis able to break this press again? Kletzley going to throw this back up top with Abel Porter. Again, Porter just taking some time off this clock as we approach the 1 minute point. Passed back out. Again, the Darts very patient here. Porter passes over to Kletzley as Chapman came out on him. Fike looking to drive, and a foul called here on the floor. I believe it's going to be called on Payne. First foul on Jacob Payne. That's the 5th team foul on Roy. Davis has 6 team fouls. So we have 45 seconds left here in the third. Those will carry over to the fourth. Porter with the drive. He gets the roll. Abel Porter will go to the line to shoot a free throw as Hobbs committed the foul. Porter made the free throw. The lead is back up to 20, 54-34. 40 seconds left as Jaron Barnes just came in for the Darts. And that ball intended for Chapman. Porter able to get a hand on it, though couldn't save it. .30 seconds left as this ball finds the corner back up top with Hobbs. Looking inside to Jones. That's a really nice job by Nate Jones. Able to clear out some space in the key. Davis has done a nice job of finding it in this Roy defense all game long. That time Jones gives a little their own medicine right back to him. His clock down to 10 seconds. Porter holding it. Looking for a screen from Barnes. Now he's going to go up against Chapman. That shot left a little shy. Rebounded by Barnes, then had it knocked away. Couldn't get the shot off. Third quarter comes to a close. Davis with a commanding 54-36 lead on the road. Fourth quarter starts with a Dart possession as they hold a 18-point lead. Both teams will be in the bonus situation on the next foul, shooting 1-1 as Porter with the drive. Got foul on the shot. He will shoot 2 in this case. That was the second foul on Blake Lamb. Porter made his first free throw. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Chapman as he will bring the ball up the floor. Nice crossover by Chapman from the elbow. And Kletzley's right in his face, and Kletzley runs down the floor, gives himself a clap like, what else can I do? Had a hand in the shot. And Prakat Chapman, for you Utah fans, that is your future. Certainly an exciting prospect for the Hill. Porter kicks this out. Now Wade with a drive. Porter passed to Kletzley, nearly turned it over as Kletzley was getting ready to give a little zig. Up top with Jaden Ryan, now over to Wade. Again, Davis just happy to take some air out of this basketball, work the clock off. If one thing, this has forced the Roy zone to come out a bit. Enables more interior lanes, though Davis certainly hasn't had to take advantage of those for much of this second half, as they've had a double-digit lead for a majority of it. In the last couple of minutes, it's been near 20. And right now, it's 17. Kletsley passes up top with Jesse Wade. That ball deflected out by Nate Jones. Stays here with the darts. Well, a nice job that time by Nalder. Well, he knocked it out. Jesse Wade with a nice play behind his own back, able to keep the possession here. This dart team was a team last year that had some high expectations. As Porter with the drive, that one hit the front of the iron, no good. Got fouled on the shot. Porter back to the line to shoot two. Porter made his first free throw. Second attempt, no good. Rebounded by Chapman. As Burkott Chapman will bring it up the floor. 56-38, the Davis lead. Chapman, nice pass over to an open Hobbs with a corner three, and Cody Hobbs hits the three. Here's Porter over to Jaden Ryan. And Jaden Ryan traveled with it, turned over. (56-41) is 5:40 left here in the game. Lamb from the free throw line gives it to Jones. Now he tried to find Hobbs in the corner. That was a pass that was a little high, able to be corralled. Now Chapman for three. Chapman! Burkott Chapman! That's a big three-pointer. Gets this deficit to 12 with 5.5 left. And right now, the Royals, if they can get a defensive stand, they've hit a couple threes. Could turn this into a finish here in the fourth quarter. They've trailed by as many as 20. This ball's to Morrell. That shot went long. Morrell tried to save it, but he was on the end line. Turns it over to Roy with 5:10 left. Chapman bringing the ball up the floor. He's going to try for another three. That one was well short. Hit the front of the iron, but not much else. Back up, Porter with the drive. Blocked by Chapman. He's had a couple of those in this game. Jones with the fast break opportunity. Missed it, and then Wade couldn't control it. It will stay here with Roy. Up top with Nalder coming around the screen as DeBoer. He's going to look to drive, go to lay that in. Couldn't get it to drop. Lamb now, he was with the follow. He is fouled by Kletsley, and Blake Lamb heads to the line to shoot two. Lamb made his first free throw, a chance to pull to within 10. That one good. It was the third foul on Elijah Kletsley. Lamb takes advantage, and the Royals now trail by 10 as Wade with a little pullback wisely passed out of that as Lamb had great defense on the drive. Back up top with Kletsley. That pass deflected by Chapman. On the floor, and Chapman has it, and a timeout taken by Roy. The Darts have led by as many as 20 in the second half. That lead is cut to 10, and Roy can get to within single digits on this possession as Jones has it in the corner, looking inside to Lamb, and Lamb is fouled. He will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Fourth foul on Morrell. Lamb shooting 1 and 1. This is the front end of it. And that one rimmed off, rebounded by Kletsley, then his pass broken and hit out by Chapman. Stays with Davis. Midway through this fourth quarter. Ryan has it here, lots of space for him. Back up top to Jaden Ryan. It was an 18-point lead coming into this fourth quarter. Roy has outscored the Darts by 8. Nearly halfway there. Porter around the screen. Now he will look to take a little step in from that three-point line. Shot no good, and rebound goes to Dakota Nalder, who brings it up the floor. Over to DeBoer, able to get a hand on that. Boy, a really nice drive that time. Finds Jones, who lays it in. And that play was set up beautifully by Blake Lamb as he had a nice little spin, opened up the baseline drive, and the Royals now trail by 8. It's a 12-2 run. Well, 12-2 fourth quarter thus far for the Royals. We've hit the 3-minute mark. Wade looking to drive. Chapman comes over for the block. A loose ball that Kletzley's able to corral. And then Porter is fouled by Nate Jones on the floor. Porter will shoot the 1-and-1. Fourth foul on Nate Jones. Front end of the 1-and-1 for Abel Porter. This one rims off. And then rebounded by Kletzley. How about that? Chapman got a piece of it but couldn't bring it in. That three-pointer missed by Wade. And then we've got a whistle. And I think this call is going to be called on Porter. No, it's going to be called on Blake Lamb. And Porter will shoot 2. And they actually called the foul on Nate Jones. That was his 5th, so he heads to the bench. He is done. Cody Hobbs has checked in as Porter hits both free throws at the line. The lead is back to 10, 58-48, 2:40 left here. Roy needing some points now. Trying to set up the play. Chapman comes across. Nice recognition by DeBoer. He drives. That one will roll in. And now Roy trails by 8. 2:20 left. Morrell looking to drive on Lamb. Nice little pass over to Kletzley, and there's another Chapman block. Kletzley with the foul. Cody Hobbs will head to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Fourth foul on Kletzley. Cody Hobbs. This is the front end of a 1-and-1 situation. Back of the iron comes off, and Kletzley gets the board for the Darts. That's a big, big play right there as this lead stays at 8. And the Darts with the possession. 2 minutes left now. Pass back out to Jesse Wade and to Porter. Porter looking to drive. He'll lay that one in. Nice recognition by Abel Porter's little two-man game. Porter able to find a driving lane. And then a foul here, a block, I believe on Morrell, and Blake Lamb will go to the line to shoot 2. Lamb missed his first free throw. We'll show you his second here. Good. It was the 5th foul on Matt Morrell, so he is fouled out of this game. As coming in for him is Fike. Again, Roy with some full court pressure here. That ball is intercepted. A lay and count the bucket by Dakota Nalder. He heads to the line to shoot a free throw. Nalder to the line to shoot 1. It's good. 60-54. Roy has come back from a 20-point deficit as we see this continues full court press. Nice job just breaking it that time. Kletzley passed out, and now Davis going to back out of it. Roy's going to have to foul here. They trail by 6. Minute 12 left. You don't want to foul Wade. Porter, I guess you'll have to take it, is coming up as DeBoer to commit it. Porter will shoot 2. Something to be said for senior leadership. Abel Porter made the front end, made his first free throw, shooting 2 all the way out. Makes his second. The senior captain with a pair of big free throws there for the Darts as the lead is back to 8. Nearing 1 minute left. Nalder going to shoot the 3. That one in front of the iron. Rebounded by Lamb. He's going to try to go back up. And a jump ball situation is Ryan. Boy, we had a foul coming from the back official. The baseline official called a jump ball, and they're going to discuss it. They rule a jump ball. That was forced by Jaden Ryan. A great play. Possession arrow stays here with Roy as Chapman has to give it up. That pass deflected. Nalder able to drag it in. Now he's looking to drive. Knocked away by Jesse Wade, but Wade fouled him in the process. Nalder to the line. 4th foul on Jesse Wade as Nalder made his first free throw. Second attempt. Rims in. Home court advantage right there. 48 seconds left. 62-56 is Porter able to drive out of the pressure. Gets it to Jesse Wade, and you've got a foul right now if you're Roy. Over to Porter. Chapman's going to come up. Boy, how about that move from Porter, able to evade the foul. And then he turned it over as Jesse Wade had cut in. 31 seconds left, and Roy basketball. A two-possession game with 31 seconds left. Over to Chapman. Pull-up three for Chapman. That one no good, and that is off of Davis. Underneath to Roy it goes. Up top, Hobbs gonna shoot the three, and Cody Hobbs pulls Roy to within one possession with 21 seconds left. 62-59, timeout, Roy. It's been a 23-5 scoring advantage for the Royals in this fourth quarter. Porter is fouled nearly immediately. Roy hates the call. Fourth foul on Hobbs. Porter missed his first free throw. It's still a three-point game. Second free throw from Porter, no good. A lane violation on Davis. Roy basketball. 19 seconds left. Chapman brings the ball up the floor, trailing by 3. A step back three by Chapman, no good. Rebounded by Kletsley, given to Spencer Duke, who is fouled with 7 seconds left, and Duke goes to the line to shoot 2. First free throw was good, second one is not. Chapman with the rebound, up quickly to Nalder. It's a 4-point deficit. Nalder with the three, that one is good, but the horn is sounded. The ball game is over, and the Darts escape a furious Roy rally and escape with a 63-62 victory. Again, our final score in a thriller here on High School Rewind. The Roy Royals have fallen to the Davis Darts 63-62. And this was really a game of two halves, except it was 3 quarters and 1 quarter. The Davis Darts came out a little slow. They trailed 5-0, but then they just mounted points. Much like this team has done over recent games, they built what would end up being a 20-point lead in the second half, and they did it by a variety of ways. Jesse Wade shot well from beyond the arc. Abel Porter did as well. Kletsley even hit a three-pointer. The distance shooting looked really good for the Darts in the first 3 quarters of this ball game. Need to mention as well, Elijah Kletsley, he had a really nice game against this Roy zone underneath the hoop, was able to get the zone a little out of position. Kletsley found some open space, able to lay it in multiple times. Certainly had 5 or 6 of those in this ball game, and that would help the Darts get that big lead. As we went to the fourth quarter, it was an 18-point lead for Davis entering the fourth. And then, wow, Roy really started to turn it on. They did it behind good defense, but a lot of three-point shooting, couple foul situations where they were able to get a bucket, head to the free throw line, and before you knew it, they were within 10. And here comes Roy. Davis tried to take the air out of the ball a little bit, took him out of their rhythm a little bit, as at one point it was a 23-5 scoring advantage in the fourth quarter for the Roy Royals. They would get to as close as 3, and then their stud, Brakat Chapman, would come down. A pull-up 3 with 15 seconds left to tie it up would hit iron. Rebounded by the Davis Darts. Going down the other way, Spencer Duke went 1 of 2 at the free throw line. A 3 at the horn by Nalder would get our final score of 63-62. We mentioned this really a tale of 2 different periods, as the Davis Darts looked so good here early on against this very good Roy team. Chapman had a fantastic game for the Royals. He seemed to really carry them through the first half, but then in that second half got a lot more support, as Nalder had a really nice second half, Hobbs as well. And need to mention one other kid who played well. Lamb played very well. The kid I'm looking for, Chase DeBoer, he had a really nice game shooting the ball here today. A nice comeback by Roy, but in the end it would be just short, as the Darts did just what they needed to escape here with a 1-point victory, 63-62. For the Darts, they will play another game tomorrow night. That's 3 games in 3 days for the Davis Darts. Some fine-tuning going on for Coach Welk's squad, as they now improved to 6-1 on the season. For the Roy Royals, a tough loss here at home. They really looked out of sync for a number of those first couple of periods. Really turned it on late, and that's a really good sign for Coach McClure and for this Roy basketball team, as they try to fine-tune things a little bit. If they can play like they did in that fourth quarter, Boy, this is going to be a tough, tough team, as many expected they would be in the 4A classification. But again, coming up just short tonight to the Davis Start, 63-62. And that will do it on another classic here on High School Rewind. We want to thank you for joining us here tonight. We hope to see you down the road as continuing basketball coverage coming your way here on High School Rewind. For Bill Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.